Alright, hello everybody, could you hear me? This is GreenZSaber and I'm going to be playing Mega Man X2, Buster only, all bosses. So this is a category that I completely made up because I'm not really one who cares about leaderboards. And not many people play Buster only for these games. So since in a normal playthrough or normal speedrun of X, 100% or any percent, there's three bosses. Well, there are bosses that are completely skipped. So this quote-unquote category is, I'm gonna be beating all of them. So just a disclaimer, I have not played this game in about a month, so this might be an unmitigated train wreck, but the estimate should be generous enough that I should not be able to have any issues meeting it. So yeah, without further ado, I'll just get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so what can I say about this game? This is my most played Mega Man X game when I was a kid, so I hope I've played it enough times to the point that I shouldn't be able to have too many issues with this, even though I haven't played it in over a month, like I said. I'm more focused on playing other games from my backlog these days, because life's too short to be spending your time playing just one or two games over and over again. I just offered to submit these games. If you check the schedule, I have like several other games that I'm going to be playing. I mostly offered them just because the marathon did need some games, and I have a few games that I know in my repertoire. So we'll be seeing some of that soon in the marathon. Anyways, that's the first boss, pretty easy. Not much to write home about. So the boss order in this game, I'm gonna follow a very simple boss order. Yeah, this is a pretty much a let's play, although I have done this quote-unquote run one or twice. But believe me, I do speedrun other games, I just don't speedrun a lot of retro games. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, the first boss I'm going to pick is Overdrive Ostrich. And I'm just going to be going counterclockwise for reasons that will become apparent later on. This is low percent, though. My specialty is more like challenge runs with these kinds of games rather than speed running. The only Mega Man game that I have actually tried speed running to some capacity is Mega Man 11, so I do have some experience with the series from a speedrun standpoint. Yeah, this is low percent Buster only, so I'm not going to be picking up any items whatsoever. We're just going to be playing the entire game with just the default Mega Man X, hopefully. Yeah, like I said, this is all bosses, so I'm gonna be doing something that a normal Buster only run wouldn't be doing. Anyways, this is Overdrive Ostrich. The main thing to note about this guy is he's pretty fast, but for all bosses, for all regular bosses, the main thing to note is that when you dash and do a regular old pea shooter buster shot, then it'll do 2 damage rather than the normal 1 damage. So that's what I'm gonna try to be doing for most of these bosses. Well, low percent buster only best ending. I don't know about that. I don't think it's possible with what I'm gonna try to do. But yeah, I'll be beating all bosses. Every single boss that's in this game, I will fight it and hopefully beat it. And well, I will plan to beat it, but hopefully I don't die too much, because there are some bosses that will have a very high chance of killing me. But one thing about this category, I guess, is that it's a lot simpler to play than like a normal X2 run, because it's messed up there. It's a lot simpler to play than a normal X2 run, because it's you just have to worry about dashing, and there's no like complicated speed tech other than making sure you are dashing most of the time. You don't need to do like the speed burner or the chain strike combination that normal X speedruns would do. But yeah, I've watched a few of I watched a few Mega Man runs in the past that I know what to do, kind of what to do. But anyways, this is Bubble Crab for this guy. I want to hope that he doesn't put up his shield. And if he does put up his shield, though, I will just try to dash over his head, because it'll bait him into doing this I don't know what it is, that energy horn attack. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, and hopefully not get hit too much. But yeah, that's basically this boss. Yep, pretty simple, just don't die. Yeah, this run is more like a challenge run more than anything else. Okay, so here's the reason why I'm picking the boss order. I am picking these guys. So these guys are RNG, so to speak. These three guys are the X-Hunters. They're the optional bosses that a regular X any percent run would skip. But I'm gonna fight them, so you can actually see what they look like for once. Okay, so by picking those two bosses that I picked first, as my first two, it'll cost one of the X-Hunters to spawn in this stage, and this stage has a shortcut. So yeah, I actually did put some effort into finding out a proper boss order for this quote-unquote category, so I can at least say that much. By doing the this X-Hunter boss that I'm going to be facing, I can take an optional boss, the normally optional boss door. It would be what was I gonna say? The by taking this boss fight, it is basically a shortcut. I'm gonna skip like having to go all the way around the stage, which is nice for this. Okay, so here's our first boss, a violin, except it looks nothing like a violin. It's got a spike ball. So I'm just gonna hope he does what he's been doing there and doesn't do this, although it looks okay. I just hope I don't get hit with that too many times, because that spike ball freaking hurts. Alright, good. This guy is... I have to refight this guy later, and he's got a very good chance of killing me. But I'm glad that that didn't happen this first time. Although he will be much more scarier on the refight. But yeah, because I took that boss room, I get basically like a 10 seconds to get to the boss room. Okay. Wheelgator, RNG hell. Not much we can do about this guy and his diving to the whatever that is, the oil. Oh, bad RNG right there. So I'm gonna hope he stays on the ground this time. Oh yeah, that's nice. Well, I hope I can play him like a fiddle the second time around. Okay, when he does this move, I like to shoot a buster shot into him because it lets him stay on the ground much longer. Now he's gonna do the spinning thing. Okay, that's good. Wasn't that bad, except for the beginning. If everyone in the world is robots, doesn't that make oil blood? Maybe. I mean, there is a... I remember in like Mega Man X4, the cutscenes, there's this scene where a robot slashes like a lot of other robots, and it really looks like blood. Okay, this one does not have a boss, or an optional boss, because the boss room is a little out of the way, so I'm skipping that. I don't think I should be taking this now that I think about it. Okay, these crystal enemies tend to lag the game a lot, so I'm gonna hope you destroy them. And I remember normal X runs skip this guy, but we don't use it. I think it requires the flame burner, which I don't have, so obviously we're not gonna skip it. And I guess since this is all bosses, I should count all mini bosses too for this. Okay, this upcoming boss does have a neat trick to it. I did watch a few speedruns of Buster only to see where I could improve for some bosses, and they have a pretty cool strategy for this guy. So you just hit him with a Buster shot and then you just dash, because he's gonna counterattack with this this spew of crystal shots. So you can just do that and you'll go under them. No problem. I think it might do its... no, he's not going to do that. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about this move. Alright. Oh, come on. Okay, hopefully the reflight would go better, but that was alright, I guess. Okay, let me just check if this next stage has an X-Hunter in it. I wouldn't want to miss one. That would basically invalidate what I'm trying to do for this. There is no boss here. No optional boss, I should say. Yeah, I just wanna do this to show you guys that there's more to this game than just like getting all the items and show you can. I don't really find that too fun to play, in my opinion, because it does take out all of the tension. I like to play these games kind of dangerously, so to speak, and doing like an any percent run isn't really to my liking. Because even that gets all the items, which... What's the fun of like, you know, like killing all the bosses in one hit and never getting to see what they do? Alright. I should definitely be okay if I triggered that, but whatever, I just want to dodge it. Alright, so dodge all that, and I'm gonna fight this boss, mini-boss, which isn't too hard since I dodged all those reticules. If I get caught by any of those sensors in the previous area, it would have powered up this boss and take a long time because there's like a cutscene that follows. Okay, so this boss... This boss can like try to suck you in and drain your abilities. The main thing I don't want taken away from me is my dash, because that'll reduce my damage output. I think the first time he grabs you, he takes away your ability to charge your buster, which I don't really care about, but it does also waste some time. Okay, come on, please stay still. I think there was some trick where you could get him to like stay in place, but I haven't learned it. Alright, so let's see if the next one has a boss. An optional boss. Okay, so let's see here. I don't think there's a boss here. Yep. It's gonna be the last two Mavericks that I face that have the optional bosses. That's why I'm going... That's essentially what the boss order does. Alright, so this stage, just gonna climb up a volcano. That's all there is to this stage. Yeah, most of the Mega Man, like the SNES Mega Mans, I usually like doing this kind of a challenge run whenever I play this. So it can be fun to try if you like are bored of the just like plowing through the games and not and you know, like destroying everything with the enemy weapons weaknesses. Okay, this guy, I just want to have him stay on the ground as much as possible, as you might expect. Oh yeah, you used to run Buster only. Which games? I don't like actually formally speedrun these games. This is just a fun little side challenge run I'm doing here. But yeah, that's Flame Stag. It's pretty easy boss. It doesn't really hit very hard, so I've got enough health to like take all the whatever hits it gives. Oh, that's fun. How'd you like it? Yeah, I think my best time for this quote-unquote category is like 55 minutes, so I'm not that great, but then again, I'm doing all bosses, so to speak, which people normally don't do. Okay, so I'll be fighting my second optional boss in this stage. Has anybody like who's played this game, like, have they actually fought all these bosses before? I'm curious, because I think when I first played this game as a kid, I would always do the I didn't actually know what the Shoryuken was, but I would always do these 3 bosses because I thought something really bad was gonna happen if I didn't do all these bosses. So like it took me a really long time to do the before I decided to finally try out skipping them. Okay, so the hidden boss door is in here. Who am I getting? I think it's Sergis. Alright, yeah, it's Sergis. This guy is a bit of a pain in the ass. But he's not too difficult, he's just a bit annoying with the mines. So whenever you hit him, he's just gonna do that jump and like shoot a bunch of projectiles, but they're not really too damaging. It's just the shield that he's got that's really annoying. Also, I'm using full charge buster shots just because they have a better chance of hitting him than my regular old pea shooter. I'm not gonna even bother trying to destroy the mines because I don't think it's worth it. Anyways, he's done. Alright, so just gotta fight one more of the junk robot mini boss, and I will go to fight the actual boss of this stage, Morph Moth. Morph Moth is interesting because I think it's the only boss, the only boss of the 8 Mavericks that doesn't take 2 damage from a dash shooter shot. Yeah, I never actually when I would beat this game as a kid, I would always just beat the 3x hunters and like get all the upgrades. But I never figure out where the I never managed to figure out where the Shoryuken was because I was too scared of that spike section. So I never like actually got around to it until a lot later. This is not just Buster only, this is low percent Buster only, and all bosses. But yeah, this is the first phase Morph Moth. It's pretty easy. The only danger that is in this fight is touching Morph Moth, because for whatever reason this guy does a truckload of damage. But yeah, that's Morph Moth. Pretty easy boss if you don't touch him. Yeah, I think normal Buster only runs get like the what is it called? What's it called? The Buster upgrade, which makes most fights go by pretty quickly, but not this run. Okay, so here's where our last optional boss is. Then I'm gonna do something after this boss is beaten. So here's where our last optional boss is. So yeah, the order that I took for the bosses does matter because it's set up so that I pick the bosses that have like the easiest doors to access. If I can just get this guy to keep doing this, that would be awesome. That's basically the easiest way to damage him for me. Alright, so I finally beat all the optional bosses, so now I'm gonna do the thing and reset the game, or soft reset the game. And now, the reason I'm doing that is because this is, if I had proceeded through the game as normal, it wouldn't technically be all bosses anymore, because finishing all of the bosses, finishing the game with all 3 of those bosses officially beaten will skip a boss at the end. So the point of this quote-unquote category is to show off all the bosses done Buster only, low percent, not really like actually you know, as long as they're all beaten in one sitting, who cares, right? Like, as long as you guys see all the bosses getting beaten Buster only, that's all that matters, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I'm gonna go through as normal. Pick up that 1-up now, because resetting the game does reset your lives. Yeah, this is more of like a showcase run than an actual speed run. Like I said, this isn't really an official category in the board, so... And besides, it's not every day you get to see somebody fight all bosses in this game. You know, Buster only. Okay, I just hope this guy will do his cling to the ceiling move as soon as possible. There it is. I hope he does it again, because... okay, that's great. I just need to capitalize on it. Ah, shoot. And not much I could do about that. Yeah, I pick up the extra lives because my lives will reset once I go to... when I reset the game, so... since I'm no longer gonna reset the game from this point onwards, I'm gonna pick up whatever extra lives I come across, because the upcoming bosses are actually pretty difficult. And there's a high chance I might die a few times on them. So we'll see how that goes. Well, extra lives are, I mean, they don't really, you can, you know, lose lives, so I don't really count that as like low percent. And plus they don't help you beat the bosses any quicker, you know. They don't give you like an inherent advantage in any way. Okay. Yeah, in my... I've done a low percent buster only run of all bosses for the all the SNES X games, and this one is by far the easiest. X1, I took like, I think 90 minutes my first time I attempted that because of the final boss, as you might imagine. I'm gonna farm some health here because I really need full health going into this fight. Unfortunately, this is a fight that one of the two fights I'm worried about for this run. So yeah, gotta do it. And even then, even with full health, there's a chance that I might die. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, just need to make sure I don't get hit with this guy, then... Alright, here we go, the Violin Mark II. Let's see if this fight will go just as swimmingly as the first time. Oh, okay. That spike ball, when he like does that, that's really scary. I think he kills you in like 3 hits, so I really don't want to get hit by that thing. I mean, I've seen marathon runs of this game where people do die to, even speedrunners die to this guy, so yeah, we'll see. Oh, and he also takes 1 damage from the charge from the pea shooter. Okay, well, alright, that's Violin. I played him like a fiddle. That's just one of the 2 hardest bosses, though. The second one is slightly worse. So we'll see if we can push through deathless. But yeah, I've seen even like people at GDQ die to this guy when doing it buster only. So the fact that I was able to get through that unscathed is, or alive is pretty good. Yeah, I may not know like most of the speed tricks for this game, but not dying, I at least try to. I at least try with that aspect. This one, there's a much speedier strap to go through here, but like I said, I don't know it, and it's pretty risky. So we're just gonna wait on this thing. Yeah, I'm just hoping the experience that I have as a kid would allow me to get through this. So. Okay, well, I'm going in here with half health, so there is a chance I might die here. A much higher chance that I might die here than normal, but it's fine. I have like 4 lives, so but I'll give this an honest attempt and see how this will go. I swear, if this actually like, if I can get out of this actually alive, then that would be amazing. But I'm not banking on it. My chances are already looking pretty slim. Well, part of me just wants to like take the death, but part of me just wants to keep going on and see how far I can last, honestly. Alright. This last cannon at the bottom is the one I'm scared of the most, because that laser shot comes out pretty quickly. Well, that was expected. Coming in with that low of health, I didn't think that was gonna go through, but whatever. Yeah, I don't have like my strategy is to like keep my distance with this and try to stay in the air when I get to the bottom row. When I'm in line with the bottom cannon, because like I said, that bottom cannon is the one. It's the second cannon from the top and the. Oh, this one is bad. The disc. That disc is pretty annoying. Okay, this might be bad because that disc is a pain in the butt. All right. Yeah, that's what happens if you leave that particular cannon alive. It's just gonna destroy you. The more cannons you destroy, so I'm gonna try to make it a priority to destroy that second cannon this time. Yeah, that disc, it's not a threat at all when you have no cannons destroyed, because you're too far away for it to hit you, but once you destroy even one cannon, it starts becoming a pain in the butt. Yeah, the way these cannons work is, if you ever get in line with them, they will shoot whatever shot they fire. I guess I could play it safe like this too and just do this. That works. Well, yeah, this guy is the biggest wall for this whole run, if you could say that. So, alright, so... Okay. I don't really want to go to the right platform because it has a much higher chance of hitting me. Okay, so I think it's almost dead. Then I have to get to the part where I need to actually focus. So it's gonna alternate cross and plus. It sounds pretty simple, but it's pretty easy to mess up here and die. So I'm gonna just try to focus for a bit. So plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus. Okay, that was bad. Cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross, plus, cross. Alright, done. Okay, that's probably the hardest boss in this run. Now that that's out of the way, I can rest a little easier. There is still some chance of dying, but it's not going to be as high as those previous two bosses. But yeah, my quote-unquote PB is like 55 minutes without, that's without any deaths. So the estimate is generous enough to account for a few deaths in there, here and there. I don't have the Buster upgrade, so I'm gonna have to do this the regular way. I certainly haven't practiced any like iceless jumps of any kind, so this is not gonna be it's not gonna look pretty, but as long as I can get through the level, that's all that matters for me. Okay, I'll take a hit there. Then I do kind of want to go full health here because I do need to take some damage boost for the next section, which is full of spikes. Normally you would need the ice weapon to get through that, but since this is Buster only, I'm not gonna be able to do that at all. Yeah, and one of the things I really like about the X games is how you can do these parts, like everything Buster only. I think there's like only 1 or 2 classic Mega Man games where you can do it completely without the Buster, which is kind of a shame because it does introduce a lot of complications with the rule list sets and all that. There's like all these little exceptions. Okay, this guy, the biggest thing I don't want to see from him is those missiles. Especially the ones that are going to the right. And also he does take only 1 damage from a dash pea shooter shot, so yeah, we can't do the dash pea shooter strategy. But yeah, that's the final X-Hunter boss, and it's a lot easier than the previous 2. Is it Mega Man 10? Yeah, I thought it was Mega Man 10. I forgot if 11 can be done fully Buster only. But having speedrun that game, I don't think so. Alright, so now we're going to the boss rush. The boss rush is pretty straightforward. I have no idea what order the bosses are in. Despite having played this game a lot as a kid, I don't really know all that stuff off the top of my head. Like I said, I'm playing too many other different games these days to worry about some mundane stuff like that. Ah, come on. Please. Please. Stay on the floor, dang it. Oh my goodness. This guy just will not cooperate today. It's probably payback for the first time I fought him. Okay, finally! You're about gonna warp again, aren't you? Okay, I'm glad that's over with. That was probably the worst centipede I've seen in a while. In like the 2 times I've practiced this game. The last time I played, I've beaten this game prior to quote-unquote practicing for this was like over 5 years ago, I want to say. So that should give you an idea of how far removed I am from this. Oh no, what? Oh no, please. Please. Okay. My emulator froze for a bit there. Sorry about that. Okay, unlike the first fight, Wheel Gator does the drill move, which he normally does in like his when he's at half health the first time you fight him. So that makes it much easier to kill him. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I don't play on emulators too often because I'm too busy with my like modern games that I have a huge backlog of. But yeah, I don't have too many like actual. I don't have like a capture set up for Super Nintendo games, let alone an actual Super Nintendo or cartridges. So I gotta use this. Okay. Yeah, the boss fights here, they are a little more interesting because they do use their like half health moves now. But they should still be able to. They shouldn't pose a problem, even with their like enhanced state. Fortunately, the game is nice enough to give us some health upgrades, or some health, not upgrades, some health drops after each boss, although they are the tiny kind. cactus, like the wire sponge. I think I'm in a bad position. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this boss is nice enough that it won't do like its sucking move on the side that it's farthest from. Alright. I'm just gonna pick a random boss door and hope it's a boss that's hope it's like a boss that I can deal with at my current health level. Alright. That's how many done? Like 4, I think. Oh yeah, this guy has a much smaller arena too, so that's fun. Didn't do his grappling move, so I'll deal with this face. Alright, no damage, that's nice. Who do I have left? There's Crab, there's Snail. Oh, this guy has spikes on the ceiling. It's not gonna be a big deal though. As long as I can dash. As long as I don't overdo it with my dashing, then this should be just as easy as the first time. Okay, not the pattern I want to see, but as long as I get out of there alive, that's all that really matters. I would hate to have to die to one of these bosses and have to like do all that again. Okay, the one left is Snail. It shouldn't be too hard to beat, even with my at not full health, but can't take any chances since this is low percent. I don't know about the throwback to Bubble Man, because Bubble Man doesn't enclose himself in a bubble shield. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, let me get this right. Should do his slow down move. Unfortunately, I didn't time it correctly. Yeah, I don't want to see the time stop, the time slow move at all, because it slows everything down. Ah, shoot. Alright, he's done. I believe that's the boss refights. Oh yeah, the spikes, that's true. Okay, last set of bosses, the final stage, which for some reason is a previous stage that we've already visited. I don't know what the logic was behind this, but there you go. I do want to come into the fight with full health, ideally, because I won't get any health refills between the... I won't get any health refills at all between the first two bosses I face. So that's... that'll be fun. Alright, so this is the reason why I had to do a reset when I beat that third X-Hunter boss. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fight this guy. Oh shoot, messed it up. Alright, let me just try to get this properly. Oh no, no. Okay, there's a loop I can do with him, but I'm not too practiced at it. I guess I could do it like this. This is the safe way, so to speak. I know, right? I've actually never fought him at all when I was a kid. It wasn't until years later that I finally ended up fighting him. But yeah, there's a loop I could do with him, but unfortunately I'm off the loop. Basically, if you stay close enough to him, he'll do like this small charge shot. And then you can just like jump over and over, but once I lose the loop, it's kind of hard to get it back. So this is a little safer, although it's a little slower. But we'll see what happens when I can get we'll see how the next boss goes. Alright, so gotta face the next boss. Alright, I think I gotta focus on this because he can kill me pretty quickly. Yeah, I actually have to worry about dodging everything, since I think I will probably die in like 1 or 2 hits with my current health. Oh, this charged electric attack, I do not want to get hit by at all. Alright, no damage for that one. Now, we just have the final boss, which does not have a visible health bar. when I first fought this guy, I think I thought my game glitched because there wasn't a health bar for it at all. But it took me a while before I realized that it's actually part of the game. Did anybody else think that way? Because like you're used to having all the bosses having health bars at this point, but then you get to this thing. It's like, what the heck is going on here? But yeah, this thing has a pretty predictable pattern. Just gotta not die, which shouldn't be too much of an issue unless you're coming in here with really low health, because as you can see, it does spawn regular enemies which can drop health, which is kind of weird for a final boss to have. Okay. The ones I want to see are the screw enemies and the dashing enemies, because they do drop health. Oh, and for some reason the pellets that it throws out that summons the enemies, they do a lot more damage than the enemies themselves. I don't know why that is, but that's just how this game is. Alright, so just need to hope for a good enemy drop. I'm not getting it, unfortunately. Come on, please give me some drops. Ah, missed that. Keeps giving me the tank enemies. Okay, that's a start. I think I'm at the halfway point with this boss. It just takes a while. Okay, it's getting really close to its dangerous phase, so I'm gonna have to hope I get to full health sooner than later. I kind of don't want it to go to its dangerous phase, its next color yet. That's the one where it will start going warping all over the place. Okay, this should be fine. Alright, I'm at full health again, which is nice. It'll try to like grab you or materialize inside of you, but since this is low percent, I don't really want that to happen. I'll take continuous damage. Yeah, just gotta wait it out. Okay, it's its last phase. This is fine, I guess. Ah, shoot. Yeah, see what I mean with that? I think 2 hits and I'm dead, so hopefully I can kill it before it kills me. Oh no! Okay, I could use that. Very much appreciated. Alright, time. There we go. Yeah, that's Mega Man X2. Low percent buster only all bosses. Yeah, like I said, I don't speedrun this game on a serious level, so